we were as weak as I've seen the market be in a really long period of time at the beginning of this week. There may be a lot of people out there playing bounces. That's not going to work most of the time. You got to really be careful about when you're actually going to get into your bounce trades. And we've been talking to the desk about being super selective on the long side and leaning short when you're actually seeing some weakness. Because for the market we're in right now, and this is the market we're in right now, the market we're in right now is bearish.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Capital Allocation channel. That was a video from Mike Belafonte of SMB Capital, and that's a great channel for options trading, different strategies. I'll put the link in the description below. But he's saying basically the stock market is looking weak right now, and in my opinion, the crypto market has been following the stock market very, very closely. So I think we have to pay attention to what the pros are saying in the stock market and look at the trends and see if there's a correlation in the crypto market. Here it looks like we really do have a correlation, and as you can see, Bitcoin had a little bounce here, so we're up around 37, but if you look at this trend line here, we have a pretty clear downtrend. So we're testing the resistance right now. There's still a sell on the TradingView technical indicator. Sometimes I don't understand what the market is thinking. You know, people are saying that really they're concerned that the Federal Reserve is going to start to act to slow inflation, right? And they're just talking about raising interest rates. They haven't even done it yet. But yet people are out there concerned that the Fed is going to act, so the market is already decreasing. But they should be considering the fact that inflation is already, according to their stats, over 7% now. And according to the way it was measured in 1980, it's 15%. So it really doesn't make sense that the Fed is threatening to raise rates a quarter point or whatever, even 1% now, when you know the real interest rate is negative, you know, double digits at this point. But we have to trade based on the perception of the market. The market trades based on the perception of the general public, and to make money, you have to bet against the consensus and be right. So at this point, I'm just being patient, and I'm going to wait for this to settle. But I do think, in my opinion, unless something changes, we're still in a downtrend here. So I don't see this reversing in the near future until people start to realize that the Fed cannot, they can't fight inflation. Even them talking about raising rates, the market has already gone into correction territory. So that's Bitcoin. Here's Ethereum, so similar pattern, even a little more severe here. We have kind of a two-stage downtrend here. And again, we're testing that resistance. So we'll see what we do here, but it looks like we could fail soon. There's really not much volume coming in here. At some point we will get a bounce, but as you saw in that clip, you'll have to be relatively careful here. So Monero was really not so much in a downtrend, but really just trading within a range here. We broke down below that range. We're forming a bottom here, a little bit of support at least. I wouldn't necessarily call it a bottom, but some support here. So if this thing drops below around 140, we could see another leg down. So hopefully this will hold here. I'm not so confident, but this pattern looks a little less bearish than the other two, than Bitcoin and Ethereum, in that it's not a clear downtrend. We broke down below a level of support, and now we're just consolidating. So this is one to watch. Again, this is really just a consolidation. We don't know if it goes below 140 or maybe above around 155. That would essentially show some directionality on Monero, but this doesn't look as bearish as, luckily, Bitcoin or Ethereum at the moment. Pirate Chain, again, has just been doing nothing. It's really consolidating as well here. Wouldn't be surprised to see this fail again, unfortunately. If you look, we are forming another a red candle here. So we'll have to see what happens. But we are still in a downtrend. We got to sell on the TradingView technical indicator here. Dero. Yeah, like I said, guys, I mean, in my opinion, I've lightened up my cryptos quite a bit. At the moment, I'm just being patient here, waiting for another cyclical bull market to begin, and with all cryptos going up, before I start to pick each individual crypto and try to trade these little swings here. But yeah, it looks like we're hitting up against resistance again. Ghost was an interesting one. So this formed, as I mentioned, it's an evening star pattern. So we shot up here. This was pretty wild. Gapped up, and I mentioned in one of my videos it would be a good time to just trim and wait for this thing to fall, in my opinion, because it looked like it was forming what I considered was an evening star, which is when you gap up, you have a red candle, and then you start to come back down. However, this thing is still, even with this large red candle, still increasing in price during the time that Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these cryptos are losing in value. So you would have been better off holding Ghost during this point in time. The market cap sitting here about 6.6 million. There was support. I noticed it really liked to hang out around 5 million. So that's the area that I'm looking at here, around a $5 million market cap, to increase, to try to scale into this coin. But again, this is really holding its value relative to these other cryptos much, much better. So this thing has huge potential. We'll see if people start to notice these small cap cryptos, these privacy coins here. Cloak coin. So yeah, again, this thing had a move. That's what I expected, was some type of kind of jump up here that would have been smaller than these previous two, but still something tradable. So we got that move. I wanted to hold this coin. This thing has a 6% basically proof of stake reward, but unfortunately this is only hot staking, so you basically have to have your computer on, the wallet open, everything's got to be unlocked to get that 6%. So that I didn't really like. Whereas the Ghost, it's cold staking, so you just put your coins there, you can turn your computer off, and you're getting 27% interest on that. Here, still in a dangerous territory, getting close to a level of support, but this one's a little tricky, so you'd have to watch this closely if you wanted to trade this thing. but an interesting one to watch. And this coin transfers really quickly, under 4 minutes. You get the transactions much faster than Monero. So that's the reason I like this coin. But yeah, just a quick update. Everything's looking pretty bearish. I'm just trying to be patient right now. It's a difficult market to trade for sure. And you got to know when to be in the market, when not to be in the market. You don't always have to be trading. One of Charlie Munger's kind of famous sayings, his quotes are really that you only have a few really great opportunities throughout your life. So it's best to patiently wait and prepare for when these opportunities present themselves. And so although there's only maybe a few great opportunities, there are still many opportunities that you should prepare for. But the longer I'm in this game, the less I'm looking to trade every day. And so at this point, I've gone several weeks without, even maybe up to several months already, without making really any trades here. So be patient out there. Try not to get slaughtered when this thing is tanking here. And just watch the Fed. Watch the overall stock market and watch the interest rates, because that's really what's controlling these moves here. So again, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Give me a like if this helped. Appreciate it. Consider subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one.